Hello guys, good day. My name is Modo Victor and welcome. This is the Premier League Open Weekend. This opening weekend in the Premier League, and this is when every team starts their hustle, their bustle, their journey to try to finish at the top, avoid relegation, get Champions League places, play in the Europa League, Conference League. The bottom line is that it all starts today. We're here to talk about the transfer window, how well every team performed in the transfer window, the newly promoted teams, how well we expect them to perform this season, and not forgetting, we are going to be giving betting tips for opening weekend, and then every other weekend of football away from the Premier League. We'll look at available games, talk with a couple of people that are more experienced punters, and put out what we think should happen in terms of the world of betting, and then you hopefully can make a couple of picks and head somewhere with it, guys. Let's dive straight into this, guys. So the first game of the season, Burnley versus Manchester City. I mean, it's very interesting because the Burnley recently promoted. They had a new manager that basically changed the way they play totally, and the new manager is basically a protege of the manager for Manchester City, Pep Guardiola. Yes, company played under him for years and retired. Okay, no, he moved away, retired, has gone into management and was able to promote or bring Burnley back to the Premier League while playing perfect football, not the direct route one football that Burnley is used to playing. No, this time Burnley puts the ball down. I mean, you have three at the back, you have the inverted wingers. They actually do intricate play in their build-up, trying to get to goal. So the question is, how well will Burnley fare against Manchester City? Remember, it is Oga versus Master. What I expect in this game is we're going to see two teams playing amazing football, free-flowing football, and it's going to end one of two ways. I won't say Manchester City is going to win by a country mile, which we expect, but if I was a betting man, I'm going to set on this game that there will be at least 3 goals in this game and at least 8.5 corners. Because any team that plays intricate football, mostly when both of them play intricate football, expect more goals, expect defenders to be on the back foot, expect a lot more corner kicks, and overall we expect the fans to win because they are going to see an interesting matchup and amazing football. Moving away from Burnley and Manchester City, we have Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Now, if you want to make a pick, you would say Arsenal is going to run all over Nottingham Forest. Well, Nottingham Forest showed us something at the end of last season. Remember Taiwo Awoniyi bullying Arsenal defenders and getting the goal? They've shown us that they can mix it up. They can go direct, they can run at you, they can sit back, they can counter attack. And now they've had a full preseason. Remember last season, they were just a bunch of 20-something players bought from here and there. Not really a lot of time to gel. They've had a full preseason this time. Got a couple of other quality additions into their team. So I expect that Nottingham Forest is actually going to do a lot better than they did last season. That is, I don't expect they're going to be struggling at the end of this season to be promoted. Plus, remember, my guy, Taiwo Awoniyi, is in this team. So the prediction for Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest on my own part is also an over 2.5. Definitely an over 2.5. And I'll also go for at a minimum of 4 yellow cards. Yes, it's opening game, I know, but minimum of 4 yellow cards because Nottingham Forest do not hold back when they need to get into the tackle. They have a couple of players that do full-blooded tackles. You get, and if I'm to call a scoreline, I don't know if I can explicitly say Aston is going to win this game. I mean, they were amazing last season. I can't say they will win this game explicitly. What I'm going to say, however, is I expect both teams to get a goal. Then whoever gets the other goal can get to win this game. So both teams score 4 yellow cards, at least over 2.5. Both teams score 4 yellow cards over 2.5, and then anybody can take the day. Moving away from Nottingham Forest and Arsenal, I go to the games for Sunday. Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace basically got saved by Roy Hodgson last season, right? And Sheffield United are basically just gaining promotion. One of the 3 teams that were promoted, that's Luton, Sheffield United, and Burnley to the Premier League. And Crystal Palace is away at Sheffield United. They played amazing football in the Championship, yes. But do I think they are going to be able to beat Crystal Palace on their first day? No. I expect this to be a Crystal Palace win. It will be a scrappy game. I don't expect a 4-0 win for Crystal Palace. I expect the game to be under 2.5, maybe even a 1-0 win for Crystal Palace. Remember, they just lost their talisman with Zaha, so it's a lot of trying out new things for Crystal Palace. So it may not be smooth sailing, but I expect they're going to be able to come out with all 3 points at Sheffield United, but it's not going to be a very flamboyant game. Remember, these are just opinions of mine. It can go and turn into a 10-0 drubbing, or Sheffield United can even turn the day around on Crystal Palace. But remember, these are just my opinions, but I expect Crystal Palace to go over to Sheffield United and get at least a 1-0 win, or win but over 2 but under 2.5. Sorry. Moving away from there, we move over to Bournemouth versus West Ham. Yes, sorry. The logo on my laptop is Tapes Animation Studio. They have this amazing animation video. It's beautiful. If you can see it, that is next generation animation. Something that moves the animation industry in Nigeria way miles ahead from what it was before. Try to see their short film Ewa. Moving on to Bournemouth versus West Ham. Bournemouth and West Ham. What do you expect from this game? Now, the Hammers have been very slightly unconvincing in preseason. You had their loss to Bayern and Leverkusen. The team is connecting, gelling in a way, and Bournemouth plays a very exciting brand of football. To me, I think we are going to see at least 3 goals in this game. I don't know where it's going to swing, because West Ham are the masters of the dark arts. They can do the dark arts all the way. Route 1 to Antonio, and everybody has a problem. So I can't say where this will swing, but I expect that we should get 3 goals in this game, because nobody is dead down. Everybody wants to get off to an amazing start. So nobody's going to be saying, let's hold back. There are no points on the board yet for anyone to be calculating over. This is a game that everybody's going to go at. And if everybody comes out to play this game, I expect to get 3 goals in this game on Sunday. 3 goals in this game between Bournemouth and West Ham. Moving on to my favorite game, Brighton versus Luton Town. Now, Luton Town is the darling of a lot of people. They are fresh in the league. Play good football, and then they have a stadium that's much talked about. A stadium that ordinarily is termed not your regular Premier League ground. But the point is, I expect we'll have a lot of lovely stories on their home ground this season. However, they are going away to Brighton. Luton City is going away to Brighton for opening weekend. Now, Brighton is, how will I put it now? I mean, if you take out Manchester City, take out Arsenal last season, you might not find 1 or 2 other teams that played more exciting, more entertaining football than Brighton. They were almost like your complete team. How they play, how they run around the ball, how they decide what they want to do with the ball, their build up to attack and all. And I expect that this is going to overwhelm Luton Town. I mean, we have seen promoted teams come out and pull massive surprises. No arguments there. But I expect Brighton is going to have a field day when they welcome Luton Town, and I expect that the game will end with at least 2 goals to Brighton, and this will definitely be an over 2.5 game. That's if you are a betting person. We move over to these guys. They are almost perennial contenders. Everton, they welcome Fulham to Merseyside. Welcome Fulham to Merseyside. The next question now is, Fulham had a kind of like a turbulent preseason with the Mitrovic situation, but they have been able to overcome that. Mitrovic is settled, has agreed he's going to play. He even played a couple of friendlies for them, some behind closed doors, and then got about 30 minutes in their last warm-up game ahead of the Premier League season. So Mitrovic, which is a big plus for them, because he is actively now a part of this team. Like, he wants to play for Fulham. So Fulham goes away to Everton. Everton did the miraculous escape with Sean Dyche last season. It was going terribly wrong. Frank Lampard, my guy, almost dropped them down to the Championship. Sean Dyche came in and made magic happen. Now, Sean Dyche it's kind of like an old-fashioned coach here. He goes for what he wants, builds his bank of 4, 2 banks of 4, route 1, wingers cross the ball to your strikers. That's very, very direct football. So I expect that Everton and Fulham will cancel each other out, and really. So if I'm going to bet on this game, I'm definitely going to be betting on corner kicks. I'm not going to be betting on who gets to win, because both of them are pretty much almost the exact same thing. So I'm going to be betting on corner kicks on this game, and I'm going to be going for at least a 10 to 20 minutes draw and 8 by 8.5 corner kicks. I expect that is going to be how this game is going to swing. Moving on, Newcastle versus Aston Villa. Newcastle want to show their champion, the newly gained Champions League credentials against Aston Villa. Aston Villa also has a very, very entertaining project, amazing players, amazing manager, former manager of Arsenal and Villarreal. So the question now is, who cancels each other out? Expect amazing football. Expect football that will blow your mind. If you are a neutral, you're going to love it. End-to-end football from both sides. Technical play cancelling out the other technical play. But in the long run, if I am to predict this game, if we are running a prediction on this game and I have to pick who's going to win this game, I'm still going to go for Newcastle nicking it by the odd goal. Now, it might not be over 2.5 or under 2.5. I cannot say that for sure. But I expect Newcastle to nick it by the odd goal. And if I'm going to bet this game, I'll go with 10 to 20 minutes draw. And again, the over 8.5 corner. Brentford welcome Tottenham. Now, this is the one I'm going to make a very, very straight call from now. Tottenham is losing Harry Kane. I don't know if they're going to lose him before. By the time you watch this video, they might have lost him, losing Harry Kane. They are seeing the market for a new striker, but it is still Tottenham, really. But they go away to Brentford, and Brentford was amazing. They played beautiful football last season. In fact, I'm making a direct call on this game. I'm either going for Brentford to win or over 2.5. Or if you want to be bolder about it, draw or Brentford to win. You get so Brentford to win, or so it is either Brentford to win or a draw. But if I'm going to go on this game, I'll go Brentford to win or over 2.5. That's what I expect is going to happen in this game. And if I'm to call it straight, Brentford should win this game because they seem to have a more relaxed preseason. While Tottenham is still going through the turbulence that they are running through, Brentford is done with their almost done with their signings. Have been together. The group has been together. They have trained a lot more games. So I expect that Brentford is going to win this game. Now, the next game is going to be harder to call because I'm a Chelsea fan. Okay, no, sorry. Chelsea and Sporting Lagos. Yes, I support Sporting Lagos. Let's go, Sporting! Let's go! Let's go, Sporting! Let's go! But I am a Chelsea fan, and Chelsea is welcoming Liverpool to the bridge. Now, the bridge is really shaking. I'm not gonna lie, the confidence for Bridge don't totally scatter. Like everything just turned upside down last season. It no get wetin we do. We work last season from Portal to Lampardo. Like nothing really worked last season. Chelsea barely survived and got out of that season. Now Chelsea has gone on and signed a lot of young players, a ton of young players, let a lot of players go, some experienced players, still young though. Experienced players have gone, some other young players have gone, more talents have come in. They are still trying to sort out the extra pairing in midfield that we still want to sign. And we've also loaned out some of the small boys that we have signed. But if I'm going to call this game, Chelsea get to play Liverpool. Liverpool is still Liverpool. A couple of signings here and there. They have also got McAllister from Brighton. You get, so they are a lot more dangerous than they even were last season. And Liverpool has been kind of silent in the preseason. They've been together as a group, training, getting to form the team bond together. So as a Chelsea fan, I want to shout Chelsea is going to win this game by a country mile. As a betting man and someone that might be able to call football or make predictions on football, I will not bet this game a win or draw for any side, for anybody at all. What I'm going to go is draw or over 2.5. Yeah, so if this game does not end in a draw, I expect that one person is definitely going to win, and we're going to have at least 3 goals in this game. And if I was going for corner kicks, knowing how Liverpool play, knowing how Chelsea play, I'm going to go for even an over 8.5 or 9.5 corner kicks. That's what I expect is going to happen in this game between Chelsea and Liverpool. And if I have to call and say one person is going to win, I say Liverpool win. Sorry, guys. All right, guys. So moving on to the last game for the opening weekend: Manchester United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's another game I'm going to call out right now. Man U has been pretty much under the radar. They have done the signings they want to do. They took Mason Mount from Chelsea. It's something I'm guys celebrating as a Chelsea fan because we needed that money to come in. Mount in the last year has really not offered anything special or enough to justify his place in the side. So happy for him. He's gone to Manchester United. But I expect Man U to beat Wolverhampton Wanderers when they meet on Tuesday by 5. Okay, it depends on where you are. So let me keep the time in a way. I expect Manchester United to beat Wolves when they meet. So if you want to bet the game, you're either going with Manchester United or over 2.5. Either way works. You get Manchester over 2.5, and if you're going to do corner kicks on this game too, you can go as much as over 9.5 corner kicks, knowing how Manchester United plays. They are high pressure. They are at the Wolves is also a high pressure side. When their wingers want to walk, they walk at their men. So I expect a lot of blocked crosses and a lot of corner kicks. So I'll go with an over 9.5 corner kicks, and I also expect Manchester United to win this game or over 2.5 to happen.